Okie dokie, we should be live right now. We should be live for the Portland Fire versus the Indiana Fever. Again, this is either going to be my last or second last game in this shitty little box room. And we're going to have a proper setup and I can lose my damn mind online like it used to be. But this is either the last or second last game of this completely awful setup. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait. That's all I'm going to say. I am very much looking forward to it. But yeah, it is what it is. The Indiana Fever are in a position where they should win and should win comfortably. Like this one here should not be they shouldn't be a tough game. They beat the Fire very comfortably the last time they played. And they should very comfortably beat the Fire again. Like, the Portland Fire are not a good team. Like, they just got absolutely pummeled yesterday. I got absolutely destroyed. But yeah, they're not a terrible team. They play hard. But, like, I'm sorry, if playing hard is a recipe to beat your team, you're not a contender. It's as simple as that. If another team's tactic to beat you is quote unquote play hard, yeah, it's GG's. The last game she was not feeling well. She seemed fine. She started off aggressive. Look, I'm not going to make an excuse. She seemed fine. There's times where I'll make excuses for Caitlin, or where I'll try to justify bad games, and there's times you can justify games. It's one of those things where looks like Bridget's playing, yeah. Last game they were abusing her the entire game. Well, yeah. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to tire out a defensive player. Like, I'm sorry, whether it's Caitlin Clark, Lexi Hull, or Sophie Cunningham, you can run around all of them. You can run around literally all of them. There's different types of arguing. There's arguing to the refs and getting into it with opponents are two different things. Like, if you're getting into it and chippy with opponents, you're locking in more. If you're arguing with refs, it's very rare that arguing with refs is a sign that somebody is more locked in. That's from experience. I think it'll be the same ending. Look, the Fever can't lose this game. I don't think Caitlin Clark's dropping a 25-point triple-double. Fever can't lose this game. They just can't. They actually just can't. Like, that would be bad. And by the way, Layla Lacan's the best AM player in the world. Like, Layla Lacan is plus, like, the Sun are looking like they're going to win a game. Or they might win a game. And it's literally just, oh yeah, we'll add Layla Lacan and suddenly we'll be competent. Their entire team basically is, okay, I was about to say, and LA just scored 4 straight points. Like, their entire team in the plus minus is a negative, except for Lacan. And somehow Cam Brink is plus 15. Cam Brink and Kate Martin seem to be being on the floor. Cam Brink with 4 blocks. Wow. Fair play to her. Caitlin's shooting 42%. She's shooting, yeah, but like she was shooting 44% the last game. It's such a small sample size. But like 42% is acceptable given there's no like, it's an acceptable percentage given the points per shot attempt and given the fact that it's not like inside players in the WNBA are shooting 80% on layups or anything like the NBA. Like, it's okay. It's acceptable. Like, you want it to be closer to 45. And her true shooting, I think, is like, her effective field goal is 50. And that's kind of cutoff point. Like, if you have an effective field goal percentage of 50, you're in good hands. So you kind of want, you want your true shooting around 60. If your true shooting drops below 50, you're inefficient at the WNBA level. If your true shooting is pushing 60, you're extremely efficient. If your EFG is around 50, especially as a guard, you're pretty efficient. and Caitlin's effective field goals percentage is 50. So if she just evens out, and this is her, like if she just evens out and this is like her standard, this actually plays for the season, she's probably winning MVP. Appreciate that, Sawyer, Bob. Appreciate that. How are you, Rosie? Are you taking the night off? Not a bad one too if you are. Not a bad one. Not a bad game too if you are. Like, I am absolutely on the side. Fuck me. They're winning. Layla Khan, the damn goat. Is Layla Khan the goat or something? Connecticut are about to win. I could argue Kelsey Mitchell had a worse game against Golden State. Kelsey Mitchell had a worse game against Golden State. I don't think that's a crazy statement to make. Can't go live, so you saw me one drop. I appreciate it. Thank you. Unfortunately, I am not currently in a position to crash out. I won't be too quiet because there's nobody on the opposite side to me. But 2 rooms down to the right, there's somebody sleeping. So can't be too loud. But from next week, I've built an office. I've built an office outside the house. So once it's at, Crash Out Mick is back. Crash Out Mick's coming back next week. It's going to be great. Crash Out Mick is going to be back. There's no USA Today articles about Kelsey because they don't get clicks. Like, Kelsey gets paid twice as much as Caitlin. Like, I'm just putting it out there. I don't think anybody has the same expectations because, newsflash, Kelsey Mitchell is not as good as Caitlin Clark. Like, it's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. And from today's game on, I'm going to be also streaming on, like, shorts. I'm going to stream on short feed. I might take a look in to see if I can stream on TikTok as well. I'll stream everywhere. Stream everywhere at the same time. But Caitlin's probably going to have to match up to Carlton today. By the way, the one thing I really didn't like about the USA Today article was I didn't like the fact that they tried to, instead of just criticizing the behavior, they tried to make this some greater point that basically she's a disappointment to women. And I'm like, they went way too far. Like, regardless of what your opinion of Caitlin Clark is, going way too far. And that's the thing. Because these are think piece merchants. They have to make anything into a think piece. Like, that's the biggest problem I had is, like, you can say you don't like Caitlin crashing out. That's fine. I don't love it. The flopping is clearly something that she tries to do because the referees have shown if you flop, they're going to give you calls. So that's just playing the game. Like, she wasn't even one of the top 3 floppers in the game. And, like, it's funny because there's articles written about how great Lexi Hull is and how much Lexi Hull's defense is big for the Fever. The only positive thing Lexi Hull brings on defense is flopping. She can't guard anybody. It's one of those things where it's like she can't guard anybody. And it's always one of these things where it's like, no, like, they'll write the same things about Luka Doncic as they do about Caitlin Clark. Like, they'll write the exact same things about Luka. The difference is that with Luka, they don't try to make it this greater point that Luka's a disgrace to men, or Luka's a disgrace to Slovenians, or Luka's a disgrace to this. The whole point is that Caitlin Clark was never the face of the league to these people until they use it as a Caitlin Clark's the face of the league to insult her. Use that as a way to insult her. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate it because at the end of the day, like, you can criticize actions, but still, like, there's a big difference between criticizing actions and going overboard as to essentially criticize the person. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, whatever it is. Falling on every screen is Lexi's speciality. You are not wrong there. You are not wrong there. That is Lexi's speciality. And keep doing it. You get the calls, keep doing it. It'd be okay if they talk about other players too. I mean, to an extent, they do talk about other players. And, like, to be honest, Angel Reese is the other victim of that shit. Where it's like, Angel Reese slaps a coaching board, and I'm like, is it a good look in at the time? No, but it happens in the heat of the moment in sports. People do things they regret. But there's think pieces. Everything about Angel Reese is like, because the two of them came into the league as, like, not humans, as just representatives for two extremes. People feel like writing a hit piece on Caitlin Clark is a form of allyship, or writing a hit piece on Angel Reese is publicly being anti-woke. And I'm like, they're just basketball players at the end of the day, and really good ones at that. It's the one thing I hate about it, and I always have hated about it. OKC Spurs game, yeah, it absolutely is. But lads, I don't get paid to watch Oklahoma City versus the Spurs. I can watch that when this game is done. The fourth quarter will be on when it matters. So, yeah. It's a game 7. Game 7s are never good basketball games till the end and get tense. The actual quality of basketball in game 7s is never good. It is never good. Either one team gets a massive lead and it's over, or another team, or it's a super tense game and we get into the fourth quarter and it's just tense seeing who scores. And by the way, Reagan Beers is a lot quicker than I thought she was. By the way, I am buying a Connecticut Sun jersey for the first time. I'm sorry, I need a 15 Beers jersey. Like, I don't care. I might buy an Oklahoma Reagan Beers jersey. I'm buying a 15 Beers jersey. Like, it is still one of the best. There is no way. There is absolutely no way. I don't even really drink, but there is no way if I'm ever going to a situation where, you know, we're drinking outside or at a festival, then I'm not wearing a 15 Beers jersey. Like, if I ever am. I'm going to my friend's stag party in August. I absolutely am pulling up in a 15 Beers jersey. It's like the one I drink like 3 times a year. Why they want it to be a physical league? Like, I think when they want it to be a physical league, it's like, it's not even really from the perspective of they want to be physical. They want it. It's a quote unquote physical league from the perspective of they don't, like, they never really watch the game. Like most of these people aren't watching basketball games. Is Sanaya Rivers okay? Like, she's actually just not good at basketball. Like, I am concerned at how not good Sanaya Rivers is at basketball. Lacan MVP. Reagan Beers is fantastic, by the way. What the hell? Like, how did Reagan Beers go undrafted? Like, she's actually a impactful player. She is an impactful player on the WNBA level. She's just, they said she's 1 offensive rebound. She's had 3 tip offensive rebounds in the last 2 minutes. Please predict a Portland win. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't predict wins based on what I like to see, and I jinxed it, by the way. I jinxed it. I called the Fever to win at halftime against the Vox. I I absolutely jinxed it for anyone who wonders. Like, it is my fault the Fever won or Fever lost because at halftime I jinxed it. I said the Fever were going to win. And I said the longer it's a close, I said the Fever are definitely going to win a close game because the Fever are better at closing out games. Turns out, why was I thinking that the Fever haven't closed out a game this year? They haven't closed out a game in a season. So, they should have won. Maybe. I mean, it's like 30 quid a year for League Pass. Like, as much as annoying as it is, I'm sorry, if you're staying up till all hours to watch a Mick Talks Hoop stream, you're probably paying $1. It's probably worth it. The League Pass is probably worth it. But yeah, it is. I am very, very impressed with Fever will lose against Minnesota. You see, I think the Fever match up really well with Minnesota. I think they match up really well. I don't think the Minnesota Lynx match up well to the Fever. It depends on how healthy Fee is when she's back. Like, I feel like the Indiana Fever, all they have, if they refuse screens, like, I think that they'd like, they can do a good job. Like, I feel like refusing screens is a big thing. But Kennedy Carter's beef with AZ is funny. Yeah, I mean, Kennedy Carter is Kennedy Carter. Everyone's like, oh, Kennedy Carter, this is why he's out of the league. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Getting into it, fans of social media is not why Kennedy Carter's out of the league. Tiffany Hayes essentially egged on a fan who threatened a player last week. No one cares about that. Like, it is what it is. Nobody cares about that. When Fee comes back, they're going to roll over teams, maybe. Like, I don't understand why people are like, oh, Fee wants to leave to win a championship, man. Like, why would anyone ever want to leave Minnesota? Why would anyone ever want to leave the Lynx? I'm sorry, like, you got a jailbroken Fire Stick. Yes, I also definitely don't have one of them as well. I don't, sorry, my eye's twitching. I don't have one of them. You can watch it online, the games afterwards. Well, yeah, I think League Pass for 30 is not bad. And to be honest, I don't even think NBA League Pass is that bad for like when it was like $200. The problem is like I'm international, so I can watch everything. If you are local, I get not wanting League Pass. Also, by the way, what is up with this Ray Burrell gimmick? What is up with this Ray Burrell gimmick? Like, why was Ray Burrell on Team USA? Why is Ray Burrell being seen as this like hyper good player and gonna be elite in the future? What is up with the Ray Burrell gimmick? I'm just saying. Like, she'll have one possession where she looks like a superstar and then she'll trip over her own feet 3 times in a row. And she just tripped over her own feet into a shimmy hook airball just there. Like, I don't get the Ray Burrell gimmick. I never have. I've never understood the Ray Burrell gimmick. Like, I've never thought she was good. She's a WNBA Cam Reddish. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. That's a great example. That's a great example to give. She's a WNBA Cam Reddish. Was there a foul call there, or Lacan just launched the ball at her bench? But I'm gonna be real here. The Indiana Fever are like, they are a 6 seed, maybe. Like, this is the worst team on paper the Indiana Fever have had since Caitlin Clark's been in the league. It actually is, and that's scary. It is on paper the worst team they have had. Like, Lexi Hull's still Lexi Hull. Sophie Cunningham is an upgrade over Katie Lou. Like, Monique Billings is not an upgrade over Temi. Raven Johnson probably equal with Melissa Smith. Dantas was better a few years ago. Caitlin's not out, no. Caitlin's not out. But yeah, it is one of those funny things where I'm like, this Fever roster is so clearly not a championship roster. And there are championship expectations on it. I still think if they do worse in the wings, it's on them. I think it's absolutely on them. If they do worse in the wings, I think the wings are not constructed any better than them. But like, the pieces don't fit. Aaliyah Boston's overrated. Clark's going to break out Jordan's signature shimmy. When did Caitlin Clark do Jordan's signature shimmy? Can't handle the bad takes. You think the Indiana Fever is a championship roster with nobody that can play defense other than Raven Johnson? They have nobody that can play defense. And the problem is that they're not gunning like they used to. Or not even that they're not gunning. They're not, like, they'll play fast, but they don't go out of their way to, like, negative Nancy. Like, they should beat the Portland Fire. This should be a very comfortable win. But there's a big difference between beating the Portland Fire and being contenders. So how's this game going, actually, in terms of the underlying stats? So Connecticut up 6 is about right. It is about right. Lacan's got 10, does she? Like, you obviously play Lacan every single minute of the game if you can. Where are we? Lacan with 12. Not the best shooting, but it doesn't really matter if you're Layla Lacan. You do Layla Lacan things. No Carlton. Is Carlton not starting? If Carlton's not starting, she's hurt. If Carlton's not starting, she is hurt. No, Carlton is starting. It's Meg Gustafson. How the fuck is Meg Gustafson meant to guard the pick and roll? So it's late Engsler. So Kelsey's going to match up to late. Lexi's got to match up to Poch? How do you pronounce her name? I've heard it being pronounced 100 different ways. Is Lexi going to start on Engsler? I think Sophie's a much better matchup for Engsler than Lexi is. Caitlin's obviously going to match up to Carlton. And Bridget Carlton's got a bit of a post game, though. Like, as long as Caitlin doesn't get left on an island and Carla late to start the game, we're okay. We're okay. The crowd, though, are fantastic in Portland. I got to admit that. Like, Portland's crowd are... Like, the Fever don't have a top 4 crowd in the WNBA this year. Like, the Fever don't have the home court advantage of the Liberty, the Valks, or the Fire. Like, they don't have a top... And you know what? Fuck it. Give me Atlanta as well. Like, the Fever's home court advantage might be 3rd or 4th. Like, they need to start booing. They need to go mad. They need to bring back the band Nails people. Like, they need to bring back the crazies from 2024. Atlanta, Minnesota, Aces, Liberty, Chicago, and Dallas. Chicago stink. Chicago absolutely stink. The only big problem with Chicago is they, like, it's not their fault that Rakia Jackson went down hurt and half their team's been hurt and Azare hasn't been right and Dejanay's come back. Like, this guy will probably be the 8th seed. But, like, Fever need a bench. Yeah, I agree. But Raven Johnson looked pretty damn good in the last game. So if it turns out that Raven Johnson is able to continually do this, then Fever don't really need a bench. Reagan Beers is a dog. I don't care what anyone says. Reagan Beers is a fucking dog. She's gotten 4 offensive rebounds in the 4th quarter. Said Fever banned all the racists. I'm sorry. Banned Nails was not and has never been racist. Need a tall bench. No, we do have height. We have Dantas. Fever have Dantas. By the way, Alex Sarama is a great coach. Look, you don't want to give him a star team, but like for this type of team where it's a bunch of young young players where he can put in his system. He's actually really good. Man, Lacan, the Sun literally are like, yeah. When Layla Khan comes in, we're a good team. They don't really care. Layla Khan is even chucking up bricks. Reagan Beer's another offensive rebound. Fuck me, she is a dog. Why do I box score watch during live stream? Because it has to be on the screen for viewers. And sometimes when I'm reading chat, it's direct. As you can see, it's directly above the chat. It's sometimes hard not to box score watch when it's there. There's a reason why for the last 3 minutes of a game, I don't watch. I'm going to watch it on... I will be watching games from now on this because I will be making a little bit of cash from using this app, which I actually really, really like this app, to be fair. I'll talk about it. I'll tell you what it is when I'm getting paid for it. But, yeah. Okay, Caitlin finds Aaliyah wide open. Yeah. If they're playing that tight, it's going to be open layups. It's going to be open layups. Like, I don't think people understand, like, Portland's defense is just going to be buckets for Indiana. It's Caitlin on Poch early. Okay, that's an interesting matchup. Yeah, Caitlin's going to lose out to a 6'4" power forward. That could have been a foul by Caitlin. That could have very much been a foul by Caitlin there. That's not what we want. My computer sounds like it's... Did my internet just shut off? My computer just started to sound like it was a... It just got loud. Why are the Fever still switching everything? They are walking into switches. A jet turbine, yeah. I don't know. I was confused there. Okay. Iffy shot there. Good board, Caitlin. Step back. Good shot. Good shot, Caitlin. That's what we want to see. That is what we want to see right there. That's a good shot. Could you guys hear my computer basically going nuts? Oh, good defense, Caitlin. Like, why are the Indiana Fever switching everything? Caitlin Clark has guarded a big on every possession. Like, why are they switching everything? Why? Your attention will be on Game 7. Gotta listen to the stream. That's completely fine. That's completely fine. You do you. Game 7's going to be incredible. I'm going to try and not think about it as much as possible. Okay, Aaliyah, Caitlin pick and roll. Caitlin sidestep, midi brick, big board. Okay, way to be aggressive. Oh, go cook, Kelsey. Go cook, Kelsey. That's an inbound violation. Emily Engstler was about 6 inches past the line. Why are they switching everything? Why are they switching everything? I just got another error playing this. I don't know what's going on here. What happened in that last possession? What happened for 0.8? I just missed it there. Caitlin Clark looks up. Okay, layup for Aaliyah. 3 assists in 3 minutes. I told you, the 19 assist records is there. They look different today. Hell yeah, they do. They're running. They're playing hard. But the Fever switch ever won't work against a good team. It is... Caitlin has guarded Meg Gustafson and Pock on the 2 possessions. Too much off the ball already. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less if she's playing off the ball. She's 3 assists in 2.5 minutes. Like, it's funny, if Caitlin somehow goes and breaks that 19 assist record, I am going to be like, I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to shut up. If Caitlin breaks the 19 assist record today, I am not going to ever shut up. She won't play enough minutes to break the 19 assists. Like, we can't forget the Caitlin, I'm pretty sure from like until the last game of the season, from like the start of July till the last game of the season, she didn't get subbed off for a total of 40 minutes. Why are they still switching? I don't know. Who has the record? Caitlin. Caitlin's going to get a triple-double. I also, on my thing, was 30-point triple-double. So what does Caitlin have so far? 1 board, 3 assists, 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting. Both step-back middies. The one going to her right, I was impressed with the space she got. I was very, very impressed with the space she got on that one. I have to admit. I was very impressed with that. Okay, does this still... Yeah. Trying to get it as big as possible for you guys to see the score. Okay, so the Sun are up 7. The Sun are up 7. I had to turn off the Sun game because my computer sounded like it was going to break. Who's doing work for them? Okay, the Sun should be way ahead. Morrow's got a decent chunk of points. Morrow's got 15. Lacan's still got 12. Lacan 5 of 15 in the field, still +8. Still +8. It is the Lacan effect for that team. It is absolutely the Lacan effect. Sounds like you need a new computer. This is a new computer. This is a new computer. This computer is spec'd out to oblivion. I have my Ryzen 7 9800X3D. I have 64 gigs of RAM. I have 5 terabytes worth of SSDs. I'm telling you, I don't need a new computer. This is spec'd out. Why is Caitlin Clark... Why is Carla Late being guarded by Lexi Hull? That's good defense by Caitlin. They're just tough shots. Like, if you don't want to risk picking up a foul, that's all you can do. Like, that is really all you can do if you're Caitlin. That's good defense. 19 assists and lose. If they get 19 assists and lose, there's bigger problems than Caitlin Clark. I'll tell you that for sure. I hate this switch all. I fucking hate it. Like, Poch is being guarded by... But they're literally... Like, they are literally allowing them to get Caitlin Clark in an island. Like... Like Caitlin will be fouled. Like, Caitlin will be fouled out. Like, what the hell is Steph doing? And won immediately. Immediately. Like, if they lose this game, this is on Steph White. If they continue to switch everything. Like, I'm sorry. Like, she got pulled after 3 minutes. She got pulled after... she made a triple sub after 3 minutes. And by the way, they're just going to pick on another player now. They can literally just pick on whoever they want because the FIFA don't play help defense. They can pick on whoever they want. And now Engsler's playing fucking sweeper. Engsler's playing sweeper. Oh, no. Engsler's playing sweeper. They don't give a fuck about Raven. Oh, dear Lord, Raven. They actually don't give a fuck about her. They don't give a fuck about her. Engsler's playing sweeper. Oh, no. Oh no, Exeter's just... Oh, fuck. They have the league leading shot blocker playing as a sweeper and one. Steph, what are you doing? Steph, what are you doing? Like... Like, what is Steph doing? Jenny, what is she doing? This is embarrassing. Why is an undersized team switching everything? And they're not even hard switching, they're soft switching everything. They're soft switching everything. It's an offensive foul. If they lose this game, I'm Venom. I'm just putting it out there. If is Venom's live, I'm just gonna type in his chat. If Indy lose this game, I'm joining you in the sabotage room. I'm getting into Venom's chat right now. Like, I'm literally just going to, like, if I'm telling you, if they lose this game, I'm joining Venom. I'm joining Venom. I'm joining Venom. I'm actually going to join Venom if this happens. Like, this is bad. This is really bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, if they lose this game, I'm actually, because they lost the last game because of it. If they lose today, it's one thing. Like it's Steph's plan to allow it. Like, this is bad. Oh, Sophie. Yeah, probably is. I like Frida Booner as well. I think Val's getting like one. Like, what was Caitlin? What were they before Caitlin and Leah subbed out? Were they up? Van Sluten checks in the game. Okay. Okay, I guess. Grace Van Sluten. Frida Booner is so good. I really wanted her to fall to Indy in round 2. Indy would have cut her, but still, I like Frida Booner. Okay, that pass from Grace Van Sluten is more... Okay. Okay, get it moving. Grace Van Sluten's shown more... Like, they're actually just not guarding Raven Johnson. They're just not guarding Raven Johnson. Like, oh my god. They're just not guarding Raven. And, like, this is bad. Like, what is it? It was 8-2 when Caitlin came out, wasn't it? Or was it 8-4? It was 8-4. And then Caitlin and them sub out. Like, it's been 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes. Like... This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. The fouls are ridiculous. But it's... The Fever aren't even making them blow it. Like, it is... It's really bad. This is really bad. Like, I'm sorry. If we keep switching fucking screens... Fever is -9 since Caitlin Clark checked out. It's been 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes. Oh my God. It's been 2 minutes. I cannot believe it. It's been 2 minutes. Like, you're probably not subbing Caitlin back on the floor right now, are you? Why are the Fever switching 1 through 5? Okay, they're keeping us. What is Kelsey Mitchell doing? What the fuck is she doing? What is she doing? She just ran a lap of the floor. She just ran a lap of the floor. Like, just ran a lap of the floor with the ball. Like, oh my God. Okay, they have to sub out Raven Johnson. Like, what's Kelsey doing? She's running in circles. She's running in circles. They're on a 13-2 run. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Oh my God, Ty Harris just threw the ball to Steph, passed the ball to Stephanie White. Ty Harris just passed the ball to Stephanie White. What are we doing? What are we doing? Ty Harris just passed the ball to Stephanie White. Like, that's an unbelievable pass from All Black. That's potentially a foul. Stare ball. The Fever. Caitlin's just like, what the fuck is this? Caitlin's just looking at this game being like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Yeah, you got to put her back into this game. What the actual fuck just happened? Wait. Wait, please tell me Aaliyah's in the game. Okay. Oh, it's unlucky. It's unlucky, Grace. The Fever are going to be bad on defense with or without Caitlin. That's unlucky. Fuck. The Fever are going to be bad defensively with or without Caitlin Clark on the floor. What's unacceptable is the fact that they don't get better defensively and can't play offense without her on the floor. Like, that's what's unacceptable. No, the Fever are not a good team. I said that before the game. They can't lose to Portland. Like, it is. Caitlin Clark has scored or assisted on 8 of 10 Fever points. Like, that's really bad. She's only been on the floor 3 minutes. That's good defense by Carlton. You got it. All Black's really good, by the way. WNBA Twitter said that the Fever were racist, or the Fire were racist for signing All Black. Okay, they're full court pressing Caitlin. Like, Aaliyah, take it up. Ty Harris, go screen for her. Run the Alyssa Thomas play. Oh, Aaliyah, you got to make a layup. You got to make a layup. And Caitlin's now got to go out. She's on 2 fouls. Caitlin's now got to go out. Like, fucking idiotic shit. Like, how did you not come into the game with the game plan of, this is what we're going to do because, like, they're going to, like, they looked surprised they're being pressed. Like, so they're running Caitlin on 2 fouls, okay. That didn't even hit the rim, Caitlin. Like, the pulling Caitlin after 3 minutes after a good start is the dumbest shit you can do. Good steal, Caitlin. Someone's got to be there with her. That's a foul. Transition take. That is textbook transition take. Go to the free throw line here and knock it down. Like, that is literally the definition of a transition take. Knock down the free throw and we move on. You're getting killed on the board. Yes, they're tiny. Caitlin missed the free throw? No. Shout out to Caitlin. Caitlin's falling apart. She has scored or assisted on 9 of 11 points. Like, this is not the first time. It's, Like, Caitlin can't play defense here. That's great defense, Caitlin. That's great defense. What is Ty Harris going to do in this scenario? What the fuck? Man, Ty Harris, get off the floor. Get off the floor. Get off the floor. How do you get... How do you not execute a 2-on-1? Oh my fucking God. Like... The problem is, why is she allowing the switch? Caitlin can't play defense. She's in foul trouble. Okay, like, Caitlin actually can't play defense. She's in foul trouble. Steph White, this is sabotage. This is fucking sabotage. This is sabotage. There's no other excuse for this. This is sabotage. Caitlin, knock these down. Surely they're in the bonus. They're not in the bonus? Like, that's really good defense by Caitlin. Like, you have to keep Caitlin. Stop switching screens. Okay, Aaliyah, knock these 2 down, please. Like, it is awful. This is awful. Caitlin's got to check out of this game. Like, what is Stephanie White trying to do? What is she trying to do? Can anyone explain to me what she's trying to do coaching this team? Because I don't even understand what she's trying to do. Like, can someone try to explain to me? Can someone talk me off the ledge? What is she trying to do? Kelsey Mitchell just threw a skyhook over the backboard. Kelsey Mitchell just threw a skyhook over the backboard. Kelsey Mitchell just threw a skyhook over the backboard. Kelsey Mitchell just threw a skyhook over the backboard. Kelsey Mitchell just threw a skyhook over the backboard. Fucking put that into sin. Like... They can't get a rebound because their one big is being... What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Nah, man, this is sabotage. This is sabotage. They're literally just walking into switches. Oh my god. And Carla just burns KK. Shout out KK for the basket. But like, what are we watching? Who's guarding Angsler? Who the fuck is guarding Angsler? Okay, knock these down, Caitlin. Who was guarding Angsler? Who forgot Angsler? Who forgot Angsler here? I need to watch this. Who forgot Angsler? Okay, Kate just decided she just didn't... Boxing out was optional. Like... Like, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This is absolutely unacceptable. Switching everything. Like... And then it's wide open. Aaliyah just said, you know what, I'm actually just going to not play defense there. Like, that's completely unacceptable. Like, this is unacceptable. This team might not make the playoffs. This team might not make the playoffs. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This is absolutely unacceptable from Stephanie White. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Like, I'm sorry. This is unacceptable. This is completely unacceptable. Switch everything. Like, they are literally soft switching everything. They're not even attempting to fight through. The only person who tried to fight through a screen was Grace Van Sluten on that last play. And Aaliyah Boston soft switched to Meg Gustafson and got wide open. It is unacceptable. It is absolutely unacceptable. Like, this is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. It is absolutely unacceptable coaching. Like, this is where I'm going to question whether or not Steph White should be in the job tomorrow. Like, this is where I'm going to start questioning, like, whether or not Steph White should be in a job tomorrow. Like, I mean this. Like, you actually, you cannot. Like, Meg's doing with Indiana. Dude, Aaliyah's not being guarded by 5'8". Like Meg Gustafson is being exclusively guarded by 5'9" players. I don't think you realize that all they have to do is pick what matchups they want and just start running screens. They just need to dribble the ball. They're running screens and handoffs. Where do we go from here? Fuck it, like bring back Lynn Dunn out of retirement. Like she's not going anywhere. Trade Caitlin Clark. Fire Steph. Trade Kelsey. Trade Caitlin. Do something. Do something. Like this team is not built to win. Like you have to trade one of Caitlin. There's no way that Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell should both be on the same team this season. Caitlin Clark will never get the second half rookie season back because Caitlin Clark, like, other teams are better. I don't think you understand. Other teams are better. The Fever are worse. That's a foul. I think one of them was vertical. One of them wasn't. The two of them can't be vertical there. Meg Gustafson's nowhere near in legal defensive position there. Oh, Aaliyah. Fucking Kelsey. Oh my God, Kelsey, you just blew a layup. Caitlin Clark's, what do you mean Caitlin Clark's a money printer? They haven't sold out their stadium. They've sold their stadium once. Like, are the Spurs at least winning? Kelsey. Spurs up 11. Come on, Wemby. Man, Christie's side's not coaching. Like, why is Carla Lake getting switched on to Caitlin Clark every single possession? Why are they doubling Carla fucking Lake on the 3-point line? What are you doing? You pinch. You don't send a hard double at Carla Lake. Fucking hell, man. Okay, and you gotta make this. At least it's straight. She'll make the next one. Holy shit. Oh my God. Why is she blitzing? Why are they blitzing Carla Lake on the ball? We don't need the ball out of Carla Lake's hands. We to stop Caitlin getting switched on to Carla Lake in the first place. Just fight through a fucking screen. Or blitz the screen, or hedge and recover the screen. Don't just send that hard. Kelsey Mitchell, catch the ball. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, Kelsey Mitchell, fuck me. This is pathetic. This is actually pathetic. Like, this is absolutely pathetic. Like, I don't know what else to say. This is pathetic. Like, Caitlin's been shit and she's still been their best player. By a lot. By a lot. That's bad. Caitlin's been real bad. Caitlin is not getting killed in the defensive end at all. Like, I'm sorry. If a team attacks Caitlin, like, they don't have that many points on Caitlin Clark. They actually don't. Caitlin's not being bad on defense. If a team attacks you every single possession, you're going to have points scored on you. It is what it is. The problem is they're switching everything to allow them. They're making no attempt. Like, apparently, the game plan was we want to kill them in the paint. They're way bigger. Like, they pulled, yes, pulling Caitlin Clark when the momentum is there. Stephanie White thinks they're going to win games. Like, this is pathetic. This is pathetic. Like, I don't know what other way to say this. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. It's been pathetic from every single player on the team. Like the fact is, I give Caitlin Clark a 3 out of 10 performance, and it's the best of the Fever. Lexi, I don't even remember her being on the floor. Mo Billings, you stink. Hines Allen played 1 minute and picked up 2 fouls. KK Timpson, okay, I guess you blocked 2 shots. Ty Harris, you are maybe the worst player I've ever seen play basketball. Raven Johnson, they are not guarding you. Unfortunately, they are not guarding you, so you can't play. But yes, pulling Caitlin Clark when she has 2 points and 3 assists in 2 minutes and pulling her is dumb. I assume they've pulled Caitlin now, have they? I assume they've pulled Caitlin here. Like, the Fever have taken 11 less shots. Yeah, they pulled Caitlin here. So they're just going to start putting a bullshit. And that might work. Shout out Raven. They're actually not guarding you, but like, they're like, why is Raven Johnson guarding Matt Gustafson off these switches? Like, it's actually, this is embarrassing. Embarrassing from every player, embarrassing from the coach. Oh, Lexi, come on. Aaliyah got her. Wow. Like, this team might not make the playoffs, genuinely. Like, they have one of the easiest starts. This is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. Trey, Kelsey, Mitchell, and time for Juju. They won too many games last year. Time for Juju. They're actually just not guarding Raven Johnson. It is hilarious. They're playing sweeper. No. I don't think KK did not get that open time. Like, how do you go 8-2 up and decide we're going to sub off that day? No, I'm not blaming Caitlin. She's been the second best player maybe after KK. But, like, they're just going to walk into switches. They're literally just walking into switches. Why is Raven Johnson guarding bigs? Why is Raven Johnson guarding Friday Booner? Why is Raven Johnson guarding Booner? Like... even... They're literally... Even the best defender on the team... Like... Like, they are targeting Raven Johnson. How bad is your defensive scheme that Raven Johnson is now being targeted? They're targeting Raven Johnson every session. Okay. And now they bring on All Black, who's way better than we have as a backup. Oh my god, this game looks worse in person. They're struggling, having a hard time staying in the game. Are you at the game? Fucking hell. Like, they're actually just not guarding Raven Johnson. They're not guarding her. Like, they are literally saying, Raven, you go drop 20. And the Fever are saying, Raven, you go drop 20. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, they're hunting Raven. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what is Stephanie White doing? Like, I'm actually just in shock here. Like, what is this lineup? You're down 20. What the fuck is this lineup? Like, what mismatch do they have? So Raven's now guarding at a fucking center. Again. They're literally just targeting Raven Johnson. They're targeting Raven. How bad is your defensive scheme that Raven Johnson is being targeted? Thank you for the $1 whole sucks. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think she's a hustle player. I think she's not a great defender. But they are targeting Raven Johnson. Oh, this is pathetic. This is pathetic. Like, this is actually pathetic. What? Like, reminder, 8-2 start. Like, this is pathetic. This is actually pathetic. Like, this is pathetic. Man. Like, Steph White is not putting players in a position to succeed. No. She is absolutely not. Like you have to at least consider firing Stephanie White after tonight. You have to at least consider it. Like, you have to consider firing her. Even if they come back, I don't care. You go out to dig yourself a 20-point deficit by doing the same shit that lost you the game last week or on Thursday. You have to at least consider firing her. There has to at least be conversations about it. You don't have to pull the trigger, yes, but you have to consider it. Great defense, Caitlin. Caitlin can play with All Black on the floor. Shout out Kelsey Mitchell, her first assist in a year. I don't know, she had like 3 last game, but still. This is why players don't want to play in Indiana, clearly. Yeah, we can switch Caitlin to All Black. That's fine. That's fine. Caitlin tried to fight through a screen. You're not meant to do that, Caitlin. Caitlin, for the first time in a game, anyone took pride and tried to play defense instead of soft switching. Like this has been... Look, I'm going to be real here. Caitlin Clark has been one of the better defensive players on this team today, which is mental. Because she's had to be, because they target every possession. Oh yeah, MAJ. Good cut. That's what you want to see. Good job. Good job, Kelsey. Good pass to MAJ. That's what you want to see. You see, do not switch wide, Kelsey. Good job, Kelsey, fighting through the screen. Thank you. They're clearly meant to switch everything. Okay, to Sophie. Can you at least take a foul here? No. Oh. She's like she's in the circle. She's in the circle. Challenge it. Love your takes on this game so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not loving this game either. I can't lie. I'm not loving this game either. Really, really appreciate $20, Barrel. Really appreciate that. Thank you. No, that's good defense by Engsler. That's really good defense by Engsler. It is definitely it's definitely one that will be called as a defensive foul 90% of the time, but yeah, they just decided now we're just not going to run the pick and roll anymore. Good switch, Caitlin. Fight through. You can guard all black. Great defense, Caitlin. Like, great defense. Caitlin's been really good on defense today. They are targeting her, yes, because they're trying to make her pick up a third foul. She's been really good in the defensive end. Go to the basket. How many times are they going to foul Caitlin Clark on a drive? How many times are they going to foul her as she drives in? Caitlin has to come down. Caitlin has to do that. It's good defense. And Kelsey Mitchell nearly loses the ball trying to get past the halfway line. What are we doing? Then we just passed. KK just passed the ball to the other team. She just passed the ball to the other team. Like, what are we watching? What are we actually watching here? They're literally just going, yeah, which we're just going to, okay, we're going to go and target you, and then we're going to go and target you. No, it was MHA to pass the ball to the other team there. Like, the coach would be in the hot seat. Like, Stephanie White cannot coach Caitlin Clark. Caitlin's just washed. She had 30 and 10 like 2 games ago. She's averaging 22 points and 9 assists on the year. Good defense, Kelsey. That's not a foul. Good job, Kate. We'll take it. If we get back at 10 at halftime. Even in a game where Caitlin's been terrible, she's still what? If the 2 free throws go in, -2. Come on, San Antonio. Good shot, Kelsey. I am They put CC in the corner. Absolutely, like, we haven't seen Caitlin Clark run a pick and roll since the first 3 minutes of the game. Like, it's not. Good defense, Sophie. That's a mega foul. Can someone set her a screen, please? Can somebody please set her a screen? What are we watching? Great pass, MHA. That's awful by Aaliyah. That's a great pass behind Zalon. That's a great pass behind Zalon. Like... Like, it is what it is. Like, it's Caitlin or Steph. You make a choice. And make it now. Like... Like, you gotta be real here. Like, you make the choice now. Like, you either fire the coach or you trade Caitlin. One or the other. One or the other. Like, you can't... There is no world. Like... Like... Fever needs to choose. Fever needs to pick one or the other. No choice will be made, and they're going to continue to be shit. They're going to continue to be shit. That's the problem. Like, Caitlin's defense has probably been the best on the Indiana Fever today. Like, her defense has actually been incredible, which is a hilarious game. Like, Caitlin has been bad enough on offense because she's hardly touched the ball. And she's just chucking when she does. But, like, she's been really good on defense. She's been really good on defense. Like... Like, could you imagine if Wemby got pulled after 3 minutes? Could you imagine pulling Wemby after 3 minutes? What does Wemby have here? Wemby 8 so far. Castle's doing okay. Dylan Harper okay. Okay, at least Shea's doing something. He's not choking. Like, why did Aaliyah just blitz Carla late there? Like, the fact this game's so far from over as well. This game's so far from being over. Like, I cannot stress that enough. This game is so far from being over. I forgot they're on a fucking back-to-back as well. How are we being outworked? Okay, yeah, you know what? Have Caitlin on Sarah Ashley Barker. That's fine. And they're going to run the ISO. That's really good defense by Caitlin. That's really, really good defense. Someone's got to run with her. Why is she running by herself? Why is she running by herself? What a pass, Caitlin. Aaliyah, for fuck's sake, make the layup. Good defense, Caitlin. No, why are we walking into... That's good defense. It's Carla late shooting. You live with that. If Paige played for the Fever, she would have already mentally checked out of this game. You know, when they were down 20, she might have hit a few shots. That's an offensive foul. Yeah. Fucking hell. It probably is an offensive foul. You remember Meg Gustafson's offensive foul in the playoffs where she just got hit and then threw her arms in the air and fell down? That's a It is an offensive foul. Meg Gustafson taking a charge is hilarious. It always is. The Fever aren't even a fun team to watch anymore. And Caitlin's now put on 3. Why? Because did they call that on Kate? What are they doing? The Fever are not guarding. Like, good, Caitlin. Aaliyah, you got to roll. Good pass. Can Aaliyah Boston? Oh my god. Oh my god. Caitlin's been good. Caitlin's been good. Aaliyah Boston, what the fuck? What am I watching? What are we watching? What are we watching? Fuck me, man. Like, they're literally allowing her to play sweeper. Letting her play sweeper. Like, she's been good shooting 1 of 6. Like, you are not what you're just quoting a box score to me. She has passed the ball 4 times to people for open layups and missed. And let's also not forget, they were 8-2 up and got pulled from the game. They pulled her from the game 8-2 up. She checked back into the game. They were down 17-10. They were 8-2 up and they were 17-10 down when she checked back into the game. She hasn't done a damn thing. She would have 4 assists if Aaliyah could make open layups. Aaliyah Boston has missed 3 open layups off passes. She would have 4. She would have 7 assists in the first half if Aaliyah could make open layups. Oh my fucking god. Like, they're in control. They're killing it. And Steph White goes, I'm going to take off 3 of my starters. I'm going to take off 3 of my starters. Like, thank God. Thank God. Thank you, Aaliyah, for making a layup. This is bad. This has just been embarrassing. And the fact they're still in this game. Good pass. Sophie's open. Good. Good. That's what we need. You got to take advantages of fucking blitzes. Like, she sent subs to the bench after 2 minutes. That's an offensive foul. But she can't pick up a third foul, so there's nothing she can really do there. Or she can't pick up a fourth foul. Fuck, she's on 3. Caitlin's on 3, isn't she? Yeah, Caitlin can't pick up a fourth foul. She actually can't play defense. She's on 3. Oh, you got to get a score before halftime. They've got to get a score before halftime. Like, oh, Sophie's a layup. Sophie's literally getting manhandled. Sophie was getting manhandled. How did it take you 8 seconds to call that? Like, this is horrendous. This is actually horrendous. How Fever might still win this game. Why does Lexi have a back brace on now? Why does Lexi have a back brace on now? What is happening? Oh my god. Oh my god. Just give up and tank. So do I. Like, Caitlin Clark, if Caitlin's hurt, why is she playing? Especially on 3 fouls. Like, Clark looks like I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. Like, they're doubling and blitzing, and it's like, you cannot get out coached by Alex Sarama. Like, she's actually getting out coached by a 30-year-old who's never been head coach before. Like, it's really bad. This is really bad. Like, Alex Sarama, I don't think he's ever been a head coach in his life. Oh, he has been. Like, this is really bad. We'll rally in the second half. I've no doubt that they can. This team's 13 points better than Portland. But fuck me. This is bad. Oh, Spurs are losing their lead. Shit. This is not an ideal scenario here. Not only will Steph White be fired, they're probably offering it. The problem is, if you want to fire Stephanie White, you can't fire Stephanie White. You have to fire Stephanie White, Amber Cox, Kelly Krauskopf, Lynn Dunn, Breanna January, Karima Kelly. Like, you have to fire every single one of them if you're going to fire Stephanie White. That's the problem, is that you have to fire the entire... It's not, oh, you can fire a coach. You have to fire everybody if you fire Stephanie White. Trading Caitlin Clark is just trading Caitlin Clark. I mean, statistically, the Fire are one of the best expansion teams ever. Can't keep firing coaches. No, traitor. Could you imagine if it's like saying, could you imagine if the San Antonio Spurs had a coach, brought in a coach, their new coach, Mitch Johnson, and Mitch Johnson said to Wemby, I actually don't want you on the perimeter. I want you to be more like Rick Smits. I want you to be an inside player. I want you to put on 50 pounds of muscle, and I want you to be an interior post player. You see Zach Edey, I want you to be like him. You'd fire the coach. You would fire the coach. It is the equivalent of that. And you can say I'm wrong. I'm not. Like, this is really bad. Fire the coach who you're going to hire. Did she just fall on the pole? Did the woman in Portland just fall on the pole? Nate Tibbetts and his failing team. Swap coaches. Give them a coach swap. And both teams get better. I'm not joking. Give them a coach swap. It's a different season. Teams are playing free. Why are you playing? Because we hired an old WNBA coach. It's as simple as that. Teams are playing free. Teams are doing everything. It's like clean house. Yeah, you have to make a choice. You either clean house or you trade Caitlin. You make one of those choices. And I mean this. I don't know which makes you better in the short term because you're an incompetent franchise anyway. Stephanie White's a really good coach at making incompetent teams look competent. So if you're an incompetent franchise, you don't trust your front office, you trade Caitlin. Yes, you don't leave Steph Curry alone on an island, yeah. Why did they not, a W trash bunch of bench players can form a team and have better than 500 record? There's a difference between, these are not just bench players. These are bench players that these teams are we like this player, we like this player, we like this player. These are brand new organizations. These all have the analytics. These are NBA. These are NBA. The Indiana Fever are acting like it's 2015. They're acting like the old WNBA. They want to get the best of the old WNBA and not go full NBA. And I'm sorry, you're never going to be best of old WNBA when the the Vegas Aces exist. You're just not. It's just not good. And also, Ty Harris legitimately can't play basketball. It's bad. And I was so high on the Ty Harris sign. I love Ty Harris in Connecticut. How the fuck? This is really bad. She had, Steph White have Veronica Burton riding the bench. And Olivia Nelson-Ododa riding the bench. Caitlin Clark's been probably the Fever's best defender today. That's not saying much. I cannot stress it enough. Saying that she's been the Fever's best defender is not saying much. They've all been completely dog shit on defense. That's not saying much, and it's not saying Caitlin's been good on defense. She's been the best defender in the Indiana Fever today. Raven Johnson is being targeted. Completely targeted. When Raven Johnson is on the floor, they are targeting Raven. Kelsey Mitchell, what the fuck happened to Kelsey Mitchell? People are going to be like, oh, she's shooting 40% of the field. She has 10 points. I don't care. If you think Kelsey Mitchell's been anything but an unmitigated disaster in this game, you're not watching the game. Kelsey Mitchell threw a skyhook over the backboard. How many offensive rebounds? It's not about the team boxing out. Do you not understand? This is what's happening. So we're going to bring in paint online. So this is why the offensive rebounds are coming. And by the way, I'm going to be ranting after this game because I can't see the Fever winning this game. This is why the offensive rebounds are coming. So we draw the court. Here we go. So the basket's here. This is what's happening. So they're walking into a pick and roll. So you got offensive player here, defensive player, defensive player. This is a 5'9" guard. This is a center. They are walking into the pick and roll. The Indiana Fever then is the 5'9" guard guarding the center. The 5'9" guard comes back with the center. The 5'9" guard has to front said center. So the 5'9" defender is fronting the center so that they can't get it inside. So the center is on this side then because they're being fronted, which means any shot that goes up is dropping straight into the center's hands because there's a 5'9" player who has lost position on a rebound. It's nothing to do with boxing out. You can't be a 5'9" player fronting a center and box out at the same time. It doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, humans aren't holograms. You can't get from this side of a person to this side of a person, especially when it comes to pro basketball players. So no, it is not a boxing out problem. It is a Stephanie White problem why they're giving up offensive rebounds. And it is an Amber Cox problem not having a team of players who can't rebound. Like, that is a problem. They want it more. I don't even know if they want it more. They're walking into pick and rolls. I don't even know if they want it more. We don't even know if they want it more. They have to walk. All they have to do is exchange and they get a mismatch. All they have to do is exchange and they get a mismatch. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know if seeing a 6'3" or a 6'4" Meg Gustafson out-rebounding a 5'9" player means Meg Gustafson wants it more. I don't know. They're at a disadvantage every single time. Natasha Howard would stink in this system too. Let's not get it twisted. Natasha Howard would look garbage here. Shout out Natasha Howard getting the fuck away from this sinking ship. Shout out Natasha Howard. Balling this season. Congratulations getting yourself out of the sinking ship. Even Alyssa Smith looks good. This is why you want a Medina Okot. Medina Okot will be sitting on the end of the bench. She just would be. We know that. Medina Okot will be sitting on the end of the bench. It's as simple as that. Like, we talk about this. They look confused. They have no idea what they're supposed to be doing. Why? Because Portland are trapping. So instead of reacting to it, they're playing like robots. Like, they are playing like robots. That's all they're doing. They are robots. They are absolutely robots. So as soon as there's a trap, they don't know what to do because they're like, what are we meant to be in the offense? What are we meant to be in the offense? Not, what are we meant to do to score? They're worried about making the play in the offense rather than, like, what the right thing to do is in that play. Steph's offense isn't complicated. No, it's let's run side to side. That's literally what it is. Let's run side to side. I'm sorry. If Steph's defense is leading to a team targeting Raven Johnson, like, it's bad. It's bad. And they're soft switching, which means you don't even have to set a screen. They're fucking soft switching. Like, all they have to do is walk in the general direction of another player and the Fever are switching. They're not even hard switching. Like, what are we doing? Like, they're like someone said, it's the players' fault. They're being told to switch everything. They're just walking into mismatches. Like, this is awful. This one is not on the players at all. They are soft switching. And there is no way you soft switch 2 consecutive games. There is no fucking way you soft switch 2 consecutive games. Like, that is... Like, I understand soft switching if you're a team where if you're the Liberty and you have on the floor Satu, BLH, fucking... If you have Satu, BLH, Phoebish, and Phoebish is guarding ball, and you want a soft switch, and you're confident that John Quell can guard ball. That's the only time. That's the only time you ever soft switch. Like, that's the only time. There's no other team. Or maybe if you're Atlanta. If you're Atlanta, and you're playing on a lineup where Ryan Howard's on the floor at the point, and Alicia Gray's out there, and Angel's out there, and Bree Jones, and you want to go ultra big, and... fucking even Borlaise is out there. She's bigger. Maybe there's about 2 teams that are able to soft switch. Indy are not one of them. Indy are not one of them. There is no scenario. The Indiana Fever players could be juiced up. They could be on every PED imaginable, and they still would have conceded 50 points on that defensive play. With the defense they played. They could have been on all the PEDs. And they still would have conceded 50. Dude, Caitlin Clark is open layups being missed away from having an 8 assist first half. So, like, it is what it is. What if Steph adjusts? No, because it's dumb as shit. It's dumb as shit. If you adjust at halftime after building letting your team build a 20-point hole and your team got back 7 points by sheer luck. No. It's like congratulating. It's like, I'm not even going to say congratulate. It's like, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I'm red in the face. Yes, it is extremely hot here. It is extremely hot. Like, I have no aircon. I have nothing. I can't open a window because it's out to the street. It is extremely hot. I don't have a fan. I wish if I had a desk fan, this would be a lot better. All right, they already conceded to start second half. Fuck that. Okay, Lexi fights over screen. Lexi fought over screen for the first time in the game, and they switch. They just switch and Carlton runs in a layup on. Like, Mo Billings. Wait, did Mo Billings only play like 3 minutes in the first half? Mo Billings played 6 minutes. So, what the fuck happened there? What happened there? Did Caitlin turn it over? Almost turn it over there? Was that a shot? I don't know. Don't switch that screen. They're not even setting... Oh my god, Lexi. What are you doing? What are you doing, Lexi? They didn't even set a screen there. They pretended to set a screen. Meg Gustafson didn't even fucking slip that properly. Lexi just shoved Carly. They're literally just like, yeah, you know what, Carly, you can go ISO. You can go ISO, it's fine. Mo Billings actually can't play defense. It is concerning. Mo Billings actually does not play defense. Like, she's legitimately terrible. How many minutes did Hines Allen play? 8. I think this might just be an AM1. Did Mo Billings just flop? Did Mo Billings literally just flop? Is there any contact there? Or she just flop? Oh, no, 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 no. She didn't. No! No, no, no. Oh my god, it's the worst flop I've ever seen. Oh my god. Like... Oh my god. Let's get me a desk fan. No, no. I really appreciate the $10. I really appreciate $10. If... Thank you so much for it. I'm okay. I'm okay. Like she she just flailed. She flailed and held her neck. No one went anywhere near her. Oh my god. That is the worst flop I have ever seen. Like, I mean that is up there with the worst flops I have ever seen. Late would be as good as Mitchell in her prime. I agree fully. I agree and I don't agree. Like, that is the worst flop, one of the worst flops I've ever seen. Like, that has to be like you. Like, what do you do in that scenario? Like, do you give the back? They gave the bucket. They gave the bucket, rightfully so. Rightfully so, they gave the bucket. Why did the refs call it? Because Mo Billings flailed her head back. You assume somebody's not going to just... You would assume someone's not going to do what Mo Billings just did. Caitlin's was far from the worst flop. I never said it was the worst flop ever. I said it looked bad. It did look bad from that one angle. No, that's the worst flop I've ever seen. That's the worst flop I've ever seen. No one went near her. The aerial looks so bad. Oh my god. Angstler's like, I didn't culture. Oh my god. What are they doing? Three of them just ran into each other. What is Aaliyah doing? Why is Caitlin now caught in it? Man, like... Good screen. Imagine if Fever had Emily Angstler right now. And by the way, apparently Fever offered Angstler last year and said no. And that's Caitlin in foul trouble. That's Caitlin gone. That's Caitlin gone. That's Caitlin gone. Like, it's absolutely on Steph White. Like, Phantom foul. I agree. And now they're just going to fucking put Emily Angstler. Caitlin can't guard late. I know. We all know that. No one can guard Carla Late. Just putting it out there. No one can guard Carla Late. But you shouldn't let her walk into Caitlin every single time. Pock is guarding. They have a sweeper on Raven again. Like, the Fever aren't going to get anything that isn't a three-point shot for a long time. Oh my god. The refs aren't cheating. The Fever are just shit. They're actually just not guarding Raven. They're actually just not guarding her. No one can get open. No one's able to get open because fucking Raven Johnson's on the floor. And now Kelsey Mitchell is boxing out. Emily Angster so good. Oh my god. That could have been an and one there. Fuck me, man. Caitlin's getting eaten alive out there. What are you talking about? I'm going to be really honest here. Like, they at least look competent with Caitlin Clark's on the floor. She's getting attacked every single play and has 3 phantom fouls on her. She's actually done a surprisingly good job on defense today. She's somehow been the best of them all. Again, best of a bad bunch. Like what? Caitlin's going to have 6 shot attempts on the game. Like, how can you not take the advantage if she's being double teamed? How did you not prepare for the trap? Like, what are we doing? Man, trade Caitlin. Trade Caitlin or fire Steph White. Do one of them by the end of the week. Do one of them by the end of the week. Good take, Aaliyah. Come on. Come on. Get it back to 10 going into the 4th, and Portland might choke. Come on, that's all you need. Just get it back to 10. That's a foul, Raven. That's blatant, Raven. Don't do that. Why are you complaining? You literally put 2 hands on her. They're literally just like, okay, yeah, we'll switch. They're actually just targeting Raven Johnson. I've never seen... Why is Kelsey Mitchell? What are we doing? Why is Kelsey Mitchell guarding Meg Gustafson? Why is... They are running high-lows with their 2 post players being guarded by Raven and Kelsey Mitchell. And Raven... They're actually just not guarding Raven Johnson. They're actually just like, you know what, Raven? We'll let you do what you want. Like, like, this is bad. This is embarrassing. Like, this is so bad. And Raven has 4 fouls, yeah? Does Raven have 4 fouls? Like... Is this Sophie losing? Who's losing their mind? Who's losing their mind? Somebody on the Fever is losing their mind. Is it Sophie? Somebody's losing their mind. Like, someone on the team is losing their damn mind. Like, you can hear them screaming. Is it a player? Like, it was MHA. Someone's losing their mind. And rightfully losing their mind. That's a crazy shot, Bailey. Just get it back to 10 going into the fourth and anything can happen. Get a fucking stop, please. Sophie, what the fuck is that? They're not even running anything. Portland haven't run one set. Portland have not run one set in this game. Like, all they're doing is walking into mismatches. Like, this is embarrassing. They haven't ran one set. They have not ran one set. Like, what are we watching, man? What are we watching? Like, they literally just... Suddenly now Sophie Cunningham's guarding Geisel Suter. Like, I know, of course, offensive rebound. Sarah Ashley Barker gets an offensive rebound over fucking KK Timpson. Shout out Ty Harris. Get this game back to 10. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, they're in a zone now. Why couldn't they have done this earlier in the game? Kelsey Mitchell, you dumbass. What are they? Are they in a zone or not? Are they meant to be in a zone or not? I actually don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Cynthia, for the $20. Really appreciate that. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? That's not a zone. And they're just like, they're literally just picking, they're just, what is going on? What the fuck, man? What is this? Like, I don't know if the Fever score 73 points. You're not wrong. I don't know if they score 73 the rest of the way. Like, we have Meg Gustafson shooting 100% for the field. Meg Gustafson could have 30. Like, Meg Gustafson dropping 30 is not the craziest thing that could happen in this game. I'm not joking. Meg Gustafson has 17, 18 minutes. What the fuck, man? Anyone who wants to blame Caitlin Clark's not guarding Meg Gustafson. We might as well have Pancake Gustafson on the floor. They can just play Pancake. Why not? They might as well sub on Pancake for the fourth quarter and make it interesting. Oh my god. Just bring on Pancake for the fourth quarter and you still might win. Caitlin, no, she's in foul trouble. But again, taken out while she was fucking on a roll. Taken out while she was on a roll. I mean, look, if we're being real here, they're down 20. And in Caitlin's minutes, they're what? Down. They're down like 6 or something. Or they're in 4 in Caitlin's minutes. Was get it back to 10 and they can come back in this game. Maisha Hines Allen for 3. Okay. They're sitting in a zone. Why did they not do this earlier? Why did they not do this earlier? And Sophie's out of bounds. Why did it take till halfway through the third quarter to try a zone? Why the fuck did it take till halfway through the third quarter for them to play a zone? Don't guard watch. Know who to guard, know who not to guard. KK Timpson, 3 seconds. Yeah, Engsler's in there. Yeah. Moyes syndrome. She didn't take off Falana, put on Cleverly. It's not fully Moyes syndrome. You are nothing, you are a fool, you are a waste of time. Good night. Fever needs to just get back to 10 points. Get it back to 10 and anything can happen. Come on, come on, come on. What the fuck is wrong with Kelsey Mitchell? What? Is that Sophie Cunningham turnover? Please tell me that at least says Sophie Cunningham turnover. No, Kelsey Mitchell turnover. Man, if it's Caitlin, it's a turnover on Caitlin. If it's anyone else, it's a turnover and people dropping it. Like, Kelsey Mitchell's dropped the ball. Sit in this fucking bullshit zone. Please do it. Please just sit in this zone. I don't care. Caitlin, don't pick up another foul. This game's over anyway. Oh my god, what's KK doing? KK is actually like I really want KK's brain to be studied. What is she doing? What is she doing? That's a foul. All right, Ty Harris 3-point shots is the move now. Ty Harris is going to shoot more than Caitlin, I guess. Fuck this. They're now back in. Man, fuck me, man. What are we doing? Aaliyah just put him on the line. What the fuck, man? Do something. Genuinely. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. Like, I'm absolutely shocked. And the scariest thing is, even if you look at the underlying stats, they should be down by more. Based on the underlying stats, they should be down by more. Caitlin shot it. That should have been free throws. That should have been free throws. She got that shot off. That's free throws. That should have been free throws. Like, and they're on the free throw line again. Kate Lawson, she's been on the floor for, like, she's hardly been on the floor. I'm in shock. Portland would trade half their team to get Caitlin Clark. The asking price probably is Carla Late. Carla Late, their first round pick, and Emily Ensler in Portland probably say yeah. Oh my god, Aaliyah. Oh my god, Aaliyah. Like, do you just sit Caitlin? Do you just sit her? This game's over. Do you just sit her? Like, at what time do you sit her? Like, she hasn't taken the ball up as a point guard since the second quarter. Okay, knock these down, Caitlin. Like, Caitlin Clark has not taken the ball up. She bricks one of them. Fucking hell. Oh my god. This is nothing to do with Caitlin being hurt. This is actually nothing to do with Caitlin being hurt. We're not making that excuse. There are things where Caitlin being hurt has been an issue. This is not one of them. There are a lot of times this is not one of them. There's no reason for Caitlin not to do after the game press conference. It's just been a complete shit show. Like, there's not much to talk about. There's no getting smacked in the face and a 2-point loss. This is just a shit show. That happens. Complete shit shows happen. Did Caitlin just get called for a foul because she got burned? Why is Caitlin Clark guarding Carla Late? That's her on 5. You sub her out. Like, this is thrown. This is a fucking thrown game. Like, Caitlin is on the floor on 4 fouls. So the fucking her dumbass coach decides we're gonna go out of the zone. Yeah, and we're gonna put Caitlin on Carla Late. So Caitlin's guaranteed another foul because Caitlin can't stay in front of Carla Late because Carla Late's too quick. It happens. Like Stephanie White is responsible for. Oh my god, Aaliyah. Like, trade Caitlin or fire Steph White. Do one or the other. Like, what are they? -6 or 7 with Caitlin on off the floor? Caitlin -9. Who's one -1? Is it KK? MAJ. Like, you just don't play her the rest of the way. This should have been a 30-point loss. Oh, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? They're just literally not guarding anybody. I'm actually at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words. I have actually got no words. Like, this is like a conversation of, do you fire her before she touches back down in Indiana? Do you trade her? Do you trade Caitlin before she touches back down Indiana? Do you trade Kelsey Mitchell before she touches back down Indiana? Like, what do you do? Like, this has been really bad. If you guys don't know, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell on the floor at the same time is like nearly all the Fever's worst lineups. Like, this is actually the worst coach game. And people being like Caitlin's a liability on defense, she's probably been the best defender on this Fever team today, which is not saying much. She's been shit. She's been the best defender on this Fever team. She's the only one who's trying to play defense. She's trying. She just keeps getting burned by Carla Late. She keeps getting burned by Carla. I can't wait till this game ends and I can just watch the Oklahoma City game. I cannot wait till this game ends and I can watch Game 7. Fuck me, man. This is embarrassing. Again, yes, some of Caitlin fouls have been phantom. That last one was phantom. Absolutely. Absolutely. 5 fouls, not good defense. When you are being attacked every single possession, you are going to commit fouls. And there's no help. And because there's no help, if you get burned, you're either giving up a layup or you foul. And I'm sorry, she's not a quick defender. If there's no help, she's not a quick... Everybody knows Caitlin Clark is not good at guarding quick guards. So what are they doing? They're just allowing Caitlin Clark guard quick guards. Nothing. It's like, could you imagine if the Warriors decided that they were just going to switch everything and they were going to let Steph Curry guard LeBron and sent no help when LeBron burned him? LeBron would foul out of the game, or Steph would foul out of the game in a quarter. Never too late to start drinking again. Like, if I had alcohol here, I would start drinking again. I mean this. Like, I would start drinking again. Like, the last time anything WNBA-wise made me start drinking was the All-Star game last year. But, like... And they have no other... They don't have a game for... They have 2 games in 13 days, and they decided that they wanted to switch everything in both. Fucking hell. Mo Billings scammed Indiana. Mo Billings absolutely scammed Indiana. I don't care what anyone says. Like, I liked the Mo Billings sign at the time. As soon as it was 800k, I'm like, this might be one of the worst signings. I thought she was like just over a minimum. They paid Mo Billings 800k because she hooped against Senegal. Mo Billings hooped against Senegal. Like... Shout out Simpson. How many fouls does Raven have? 4. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm not even worried about the shooting. The shooting happens. I'm less worried about the offense looking shit than I am about the defense. They're actually just playing Emily Angster as a sweeper. All teams will play Caitlin. It's nothing to do with the refs. If the Indiana Fever want to continue to play offense like this and defense like this, they will be in the Juju sweepstakes. They will not win more than 5 games. There's too many good guards. Like, I'm sorry, they're putting Raven Johnson on Ireland. Raven Johnson is currently... Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? What is that defense? There's no rotations, nothing. They're now, like, soft trapping, which is dumb because they're easily able to get out of it. Aaliyah's going 1-on-5. They have a sweeper. They have Engsler playing sweeper. Like, like 4-40. Like, if they want to go into the game plan switching all, like, this is really bad. This is really, really bad. They're really bad at trapping. They're really bad at trapping. They're really, really bad at trapping. Very well could get beat by 40. Like, there's no point putting Caitlin back in the game here. Fire on a back-to-back. Yeah. Shout out. Like, I don't understand. I don't think people understand how badly Raven Johnson's getting cooked here on defense right now. Raven is getting cooked here on defense. And yeah, a kickball gets him a whole bunch more time. Now, Kelsey Mitchell literally gave up a layup. Engsler's just feeling herself now. She's just feeling herself. I mean, they're tiny. We know they're tiny. Like, they're actually just not guarding KK. Talking Raven, where Caitlin was looking like... Raven Johnson's been worse defensively today than Caitlin Clark was. I stand by that. They're actually just taking the piss now. They're actually just taking the piss. They're now trying to, like, just go spinny. They're just shooting the most dumb shit they can possibly shoot right now. Portland are gone away from their game plan. They're just feeling themselves. They don't care. This game's over. So it's a time the enemy of the fever. This one's over. And it should have been worse. And that's the 5th foul on Raven Johnson. That's a 5th foul on Raven Johnson in how many minutes? Ravens played 9 minutes and committed 5 fouls and is -10 in 9 minutes. And now Ravens on Emily Engsler. And Raven just fouled out in 9 minutes. Raven just fouled out in 9 minutes. Fucking hell, man. It's not Raven's fault she's being asked to guard Emily Engsler. That's not Raven's fault. This is not Raven's fault. Emily Engsler and Sophie Cunningham have gotten into it plenty of times. They've gone into it plenty of times. What did Raven do? She hacked. Like, Raven fouls it in 9 minutes. Ooh, yeah. That's a flagrant for Sophie. That's a flagrant for Sophie. Yeah. Call it like it is. It was definitely a flagrant or a tech for Sophie. One or the other. Yep. Yep. Sophie, take your flagrant, take your tech. It is one of them. I don't know what the rules are. Yeah, Sophie, like, it's whatever it is, it's a tech or a flagrant, it's one or the other. Like, don't do anything worse than that. Like, don't go out fucking swinging. Sophie, that's a something foul. It's probably a flagrant. Is it a T for playing Raven? Yeah. Did Raven just not pick up her 5th to 6th foul? No, it's not Raven's fault she's guarding bigs. It's Steph White's fault that Raven Johnson's guarding centers. Is it not a tech for putting Raven on the floor when she's fouled out? Okay, can San Antonio just win? So it's not just a complete shit show of a day? Like, Caitlin hasn't played one possession of point guard since early in the second quarter. Aaliyah, please set her the screen. Good. Travel. That's not a travel. That's an AM1. That's not a travel. Like, how bad are Fever down on the underlying stats? The Fever should be, I don't know, it's about even. Like, why is Caitlin guarding Meg Gustafson on 5 fouls? Why is nobody guarding Meg Gustafson now? Shout out Aaliyah, good layup. And now Aaliyah's hurt. Aaliyah's hurt her fucking knee. Aaliyah's hurt her knee. No fucking way. Aaliyah in him getting garbage time. She got hurt. Oh, fucking hell. Like, this is bad. Just shut them down. What do you mean guards should defend? Dude, nobody's defending. If you think anyone's played any defense in the Fever, you're very wrong. Nobody's played any defense here. Appreciate $20. I don't understand what exactly you mean by guards should defend. Like, everyone should defend. No one. But it's impossible to defend when your coach is sabotaging you. Like, it's impossible to defend. Oh no, W already have their money stored. It's all those. I feel bad for all those journalists and stuff. I feel bad for all the journalists that without WNBA can't make that we're doing a lot of stuff for free with the WNBA and are doing it on the side. Like I'm a YouTube cockroach. I'll figure something else out if this goes to shit. Sell the team. Venom's losing it. Venom absolutely is losing it. Like, I'm just saying, if I was not in a house with another person right now, like, I would be losing my mind. I would be losing my mind. Oh, come on. I don't own a Portland Fire jersey. I should buy one. I'll buy an Emily Engstler one. So I need to buy a Connecticut Sun jersey. I need to buy a 15 Beers jersey. Like, Lexi Hull actually cannot guard anybody. At least his Fever team's 5. This Fever team has the easiest record. No, they didn't choke a game. They're gonna choke. They're not gonna choke again. Oh my god, they called a take foul. They called a fucking take foul. There's no way they called a take foul there. Higher sides. Oh, you're reiterating Stephanie White's strategy. Only guards should defend. Yeah, guards should be allowed to defend bigs. Guards should be able to defend everybody. Oh, for fuck's sake, KK. Okay, it's not bad. She should be pulled. She should be pulled. Good pass, Caitlin. Like, she plays off rhythm. Oh my, they're giving up layups. Like, what is going on? Caitlin, it's done. Like, what are we doing? What are we actually doing? We're about to give up 100 points to the Portland Fire. We're about to give Portland Fire... So what's the... What's the CC trade package going to look like? Put Pancake in, yeah. Put Pancake Gustafson in. Why not? Caitlin Clark had 6 points today. Caitlin Clark had 6 points. She made her first field goal. She didn't make a field goal for 38 fucking minutes, in-game minutes. She had 6 points. And she just failed out of the game. Oh, it's a travel. Thank God. Who's calling a timeout here? What's Caitlin taking 6 shots? When did Caitlin take her 7th shot? Man, at least a turnover, please. Oh my God. Like, she should not... Stephanie White should not be in a job tomorrow. She should have been on the hot seat coming into this season. Like, I'm going to be real. It is the front office are and coach are a package deal. Like, this is the first time I'm going to say it. I said Stephanie White has earned the season. No, she hasn't. Like, I never liked Steph as a coach for the Fever. Like, but I genuinely felt like she deserved the season. Like, she can't. She can't. Like, we've seen enough. We have seen enough. Like, Kelsey Mitchell, let her just run to the basket and do bullshit, put up bullshit. Just let her do that. Let her do that. Remember when Steph said she wanted Caitlin playing with joy? She's fucking miserable playing basketball. She is miserable playing basketball. Like, Steph White put on a lineup with Ty Harris, Vance Luton, Raven Johnson, and KK Timpson. Like, I don't know. Like, I actually don't know if Caitlin Clark, like, if Caitlin's going to get back. Fair to say Lexi's previous season was a fluke. Lexi averaged like 6 points per game last year. Like, this looks like, at least it's been a good game in the NBA. They noticeably get worse. It's not even the result. It's the process. It's the process. Caitlin Clark checks out again with 6 points. Good drive by Vance Luton. It's good. This is good. No, what is Ty Harris doing? Oh my God. They're actually just not guarding Ty Harris. They're not guarding Ty Harris. They've actually just said, you know what, we're not going to guard Ty Harris. What the fuck is this, man? What the actual fuck is this? Like, Like, it's gonna... Like, I think they could do it. I mean this when I say this. I don't know if Caitlin Clark is bringing in enough money to the Fever. Portland won this game so comfortably. Oh my God. Like, this is horrendous. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you put if you replace Caitlin Clark with Paige would have been targeted and fouled out of this game as well. Like, I'm sorry. They targeted Raven Johnson and fouled out Raven Johnson in 9 minutes. They targeted Raven Johnson. People don't shut up about how great Raven Johnson is. They targeted Raven Johnson. They literally are like, okay, who's the most foul-prone person? Let's attack them. Good shot, Keldon Johnson. At least if the Spurs win tonight, it's not an absolute. Which means they protect Paige. I'm saying if you swapped out Caitlin Clark for Paige Bueckers would have fouled out of this game as well. Whatever happened to the GM that got fired? I mean, I think she wanted to go all in. As far as I'm aware, she wanted to go all in, and they wanted to continue to tank. Shout out Van Sluten. She's at least showing something. Van Sluten showed more than fucking Mo Billings has shown this season. Like, come on, Wemby. Good defense, Wemby. Great defense, Wemby. That's short. Great defense, Wemby. Come on. At this stage, that's Fever have peaked. Man, the Fever peaked post-fucking Olympics. Like, the Fever, the best version of the Fever was literally a team that didn't have a coach. Like, this is completely just shit. That's all I'm going to say is this is just shit. Like, they took the piss. They just started taking the piss. Is Jalen Williams actually complaining about getting... Okay, they finally got their 100 point. What the fuck is Ty Harris doing? Oh my God. Van Sluten, you go play point. I don't care. We conceded 100 points to Portland. We conceded 100 points to Portland. I predicted a 30-point triple. I predicted Caitlin Clark to be on WNBA record hunt for assists. She had 3 in the first 2 minutes and then hardly touched the ball. I don't really remember Caitlin doing anything. I don't remember Caitlin doing anything in this game. How did I predict this one wrong? The Fever were favoured to win by 11. Christy Sides didn't even try to coach. She just took the piss. She didn't try to coach. She just said, Caitlin, you do you. Am I saying this is my fault? Yeah, it probably is. It probably is. Like, fuck it, bring back Grace Berger. Bring back Grace Berger. She had no game plan for offense, no plan for defense. Wanted Caitlin Clark to shoot long twos instead of threes. Once drew up a lob like a lob from Melissa for game. Started Christy Wallace and players ignored her. There goes the best damn coach the Modern Fever have ever had. Like, this is really bad. Shout out Vance Luton for your first points. Shout out Grace Vance Luton. Shout out Grace Vance Luton. She actually didn't look that bad. Wemby step back. Boom. Wemby, the GOAT. This was possibly the most embarrassing performance I have ever seen by the Indiana Fever. Like, they went up 8-2 in the game. And then, this is, by the way, 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. They went up 8-2. And what happens when they go up 8-2? Stephanie White calls on 3 bench players to get off the bench. They are 8-2 up after 2.5 minutes. And she already has 3 bench players waiting to come on. For Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Lexi. It ends up being 8-4 when the sub is made. So the sub is made at 8-4. And what happens after the sub is made? A 15-2 run. And suddenly all momentum's gone. Caitlin checks back in the game. Immediately picks up a foul. She can't do anything because of foul trouble. She got in no rhythm. Caitlin took 6 shots today. I don't know where the 7th shot came from. It says 7. I think one of them was a shot. And she just got the ball tipped away. She shot 6 shots. She made a field goal in the first 30 seconds of the game. Did not make a field goal for the rest of the game. Like, they were, and ironically, Caitlin Clark was only -8. Raven Johnson fouled out of this game in 9 minutes. In 9 minutes of action, Raven Johnson fouled out of this game. Like, the only players on the Indiana Fever team that weren't embarrassingly bad is, I'll give credit where credit's due to Grace Vance Luton, who on this app apparently did not even see the floor. I'll give credit where credit's due to Grace Vance Luton. KK works hard, completely lost on the offensive end. But like, this is one of those performances where you look at it and you're like, something's wrong. Something's wrong. I don't know if it's a coach issue. I don't know if it is like, it was only a 16-point game. It was only a 16-point game, which is madness because the end of the game didn't matter. Let's just look at the underlying stats. The underlying stats actually have it as a 16-point game. But I'm going to rant about Stephanie White in a little bit. If this was an NBA team and they came out with this performance based on... there should not be loyalty towards Stephanie White. She's been there for a year. If this was an NBA team and they put out this type of effort in back-to-back games, like, the coach would be fired, or there would at least be conversations about the coach being fired. And I think there has to be at least conversations had about whether or not you fire Stephanie White after this game, because this was all her. Like, I think this is all her. Like, the Indiana Fever, in the first quarter, it was a 6-point game, and the Indiana Fever had on the floor Kelsey Mitchell, Raven Johnson, KK Timpson, Grace Vance Luton, and Sophie. KK and Grace Vance Luton were the 2 post players. Grace Vance Luton and KK were the 2 post players in the first quarter at the same time because Steph White didn't want to move out of her rotations. It's bad. It's really bad. And look, the Fever are 500, but have had the easiest start for the year. They lost to Portland. They literally made, like, Aaliyah Boston had the fakest 18-point game I've ever seen. Kelsey Mitchell was complete and utter dog shit. Like, appreciate that, Danny. Really, thank you for $5. Kelsey Mitchell Kelsey Mitchell is going to put up an empty points. This is Kelsey Mitchell pre Caitlin Clark showing up, where the team is complete and utter garbage. She's going to score 18 points and the efficiency is not going to look too bad. And you watch the game and it's like, this player stinks. Like, Lexi Hull, 0 points. Sophie had 15. She hit a lot of shots in garbage time. MHA, I thought was okay. Raven was awful. Like, I don't understand that people realize that, like, don't people realize that Raven, they did not guard Raven Johnson. They decided that they were going to, they were actually going to just let Raven Johnson do whatever she wanted. They said they were going to let Raven do whatever she wanted. They played sweeper. They played Emily Ensler when Raven Johnson was on the floor as a sweeper. They employed a sweeper. And it wasn't only that when Ty Harris was on the floor. Ty Harris, who is supposed to be on this team for defense. They literally were just like, we are okay. We are going to, we're okay with going at you we're going to leave you open every single possession. We don't care. We actually don't care. And then Ty Harris, in the end, shoots, one shot less than Caitlin Clark. They doubled Caitlin Clark, and instead of using the advantage gained by Caitlin Clark being doubled, they decided that they didn't care about that advantage, that because Caitlin's being double teamed, they're going to take her off the ball. They're going to take her off the ball because of that. And I'm not saying this was a good performance by Caitlin Clark. It was not a good performance by Caitlin Clark. It really wasn't. It was an unbelievable first 2 minutes before they pulled her out. And like, you've got a rhythm point guard who, by the way, because they started trapping, you were so scared about Caitlin turning the ball over that you took her off the point guard position. Well, whoop-de-doo, Steph. You got what you wanted. Caitlin Clark only turned the ball over once. But your team turned it over 17 times. Maybe, even though Caitlin individually turns the ball over a lot, maybe, it's better for the team if she has the ball in her hands. But an embarrassing performance all around. I'm going to be honest, like, everyone talks about the effort, this, effort, that. I think it's really hard to put in a whole bunch of effort when you are 5'9" guarding centers, like Raven Johnson was. It's hard to look like you're putting in effort when your team's getting out-rebounded. But it's not the fault of the players. It's not Raven Johnson's fault. She's being sealed by Megan Gustafson. It's not Ty Harris's fault that she's having to guard Emily Ensler. It's not Aaliyah Boston's fault that she's being left on an island guarding Carla Late. It's not Caitlin's fault that they're soft switching while she's in foul trouble. That's none of their faults. There's a lot of fault on the players for the Indiana Fever today. There is a lot of faults with how the Indiana Fever play today. Their defense is entirely on Stephanie White. Entirely on her. And I'm going to be real here. The Indiana Fever, if they play like this, and I'm not talking about effort, I'm not talking about shooting, because if you look at the underlying numbers, I don't think they shot that bad. They shot bad from 3. Okay, cool. Even if they made 8 for 20, even like 10 for 22 from 3, they still lose that game. Even if they go 10 for 22, they still lose the game. They played, the only reason this was a close game is because they bullshitted. Like, we let Meg Gustafson shoot 100% from the field. And why did Meg Gustafson shoot 100% from the field? Because everything was open layups or with a 5'8" player. With a 5'8" player guarding her. Which is not the fault of the players, by the way. This is on the coaching staff. And they weren't even hard switching. They were soft switching. All the Portland did didn't run an offense. They did not run an offense for 4 quarters. They did not run an offense. They walked. They literally just exchanged positions. They didn't even set screens. They just pretended to set screens. They exchanged positions till they got the mismatches they wanted. Either burned someone on the perimeter or dumped it inside. That's all they did. And if they doubled down, kicked to a shooter. It's very simple. Like, you can't do much. Like, when it comes down to it. The Fever aren't in a playoff position right now. Aaliyah got hurt because she left her on in garbage time. It is absolutely the most pathetic Like, so it's like Caitlin's not the best point guard in the league. Caitlin played 2 mins at PG. And then her coach got spooked. She played 2 minutes at point guard, 3 assists. And she just played decoy. Caitlin played fucking decoy. In a game where nothing worked, Caitlin played decoy. Caitlin literally played decoy. It's fucking bullshit, man. It is bullshit. And this is the moment where I am absolutely... I don't have tinfoil here, unfortunately, but if I had tinfoil, I would be putting on the tinfoil hat. Because either Stephanie White is incompetent, either Stephanie White is completely incompetent, or she's sabotaging the team. Either way, she needs to be fired. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, it is as simple as that. This was the embarrassing loss. This is the worst loss since the 1-8 start. And I don't even think any of the losses in the 1-8 start were this bad. Like, because you could see the team was going somewhere. You could see the team progressively getting better. Maybe the 2 50-point losses to the fucking Liberty. Maybe those 2 50-point losses. Okay. But, like, this is, like, the Fever were destroyed. Like, they didn't even attempt to run a Caitlin Clark and a Leah Boston pick and roll. They didn't even attempt to do it. They didn't attempt it. And that's on the coach. When you are not attempting, when you're not attempting to do what is seen by many as your most deadly weapon. Why? Because you got spooked. You got spooked. Caitlin turned it over once and you got spooked. You went down and you got spooked. You got spooked. You were 8-2 up after 2 minutes and sent 3 players from the bench. You sent 3 players from the bench to come back down and sub on for 3 starters. 2 minutes into the game. You had set. Caitlin Clark got pulled after 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So did Leah Boston. You were 8-4 up. You sent them to the scorer's table earlier than that. You wanted to pull 3 of your starters after 2 minutes. And what happened? 15-2 run. 15-2 run. 1 field goal made. 1 field goal made between the time when you took Caitlin Clark off after 3 minutes and 2 minutes into the second quarter. 1 field goal made. And it was a Raven Johnson runner, who, by the way, they didn't guard Raven Johnson. I don't think people realize that. They did not guard Raven Johnson. So, what happens? Another team tries to guard Raven Johnson. Or another team doesn't want to guard Raven Johnson and leaves Raven Johnson wide open. Do you use Raven Johnson as a screener, as a cutter? Try to use the gravity or the fact that no one's looking at her to try to get her some easy looks. Or do you leave Raven Johnson standing on the perimeter chucking threes, which is what the other team wants? No, Raven Johnson stood on the perimeter chucking threes. It is what it is. Ty Harris comes on the floor then for Raven Johnson. Doesn't matter. We're gonna leave Ty Harris shooting threes. Ty Harris shot 5 threes. 1 of 5. Fucking damn to shit. And then what happens then on the defensive end? Let's not even get started on the defensive end. You were soft. I literally came into the game saying the Indiana Fever, and the good thing is when it comes to Caitlin Clark, is that there are players that she can guard on the Portland Fire team. As long as she doesn't have to guard Carla Late. But you soft switched and made her guard Carla Late every single possession. And if she wasn't guarding Carla Late, she was guarding Megan Gustafson. She was either guarding a center or she was guarding a guard that is too quick for her. I'm going to be honest. Carla Late's too quick for nearly anybody. She was being left on an island where it's either give up an open layup or foul. No help, nothing. And then your idea of help is running with your center, having your center run up and blitz the ball for some reason while nobody else knows what's going on and leaving Meg Gustafson open for a layup. It was pathetic. It was pathetic on both ends of the floor tactically. They then go into a zone. Caitlin Clark's in foul trouble. They go into a zone. And what do? When Caitlin Clark comes back on the floor, they immediately go out of the zone. The first possession, Caitlin comes back on the floor. She gets switched onto Carla Late and gets called for a phantom foul. Because you go out of the zone. You don't want to hide Caitlin. You don't want to hide anybody. And by the way, they were picking on Caitlin because she was in foul trouble. And they didn't want Caitlin to get into a rhythm. And Caitlin's a rhythm player. She always has been. I've always said this. If you need to give Caitlin lots of touches and lots of touches quick, what does she do? Caitlin Clark has 2 points and 3 assists in the first fucking 2 minutes of this game. What does she do then? They go on this massive run. Caitlin does turn the ball over early in the second quarter. She turned it over early in the second quarter. She got spooked and then ran Caitlin Clark decoy the rest of the game. She ran Caitlin fucking decoy. And then suddenly is expecting a rhythm player to make shots when she touches the ball. Caitlin doesn't like shooting out of rhythm. Caitlin, her assists come in bunches. You can't take over a game if you don't have the ball. And the worst part is that they were double and triple teaming Caitlin Clark every time she touched it. And what did the Indiana Fever coaching staff do? They were double and triple teaming her. So, do they, A, use the gravity from the double and triple teams and try to draw something up to find a way to get open layups off hockey assists? Or do they, B, say, Caitlin, go stand in that corner? They said, Caitlin, go stand in that corner. This was from the early subs to the defense that clearly was not going to work. Like Raven Johnson, I feel so bad for Raven Johnson. She fouled out in 9 minutes on the play. But I'm sorry, I'm playing, sorry. Like they targeted Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson's the best defender on this team. They literally targeted Raven Johnson. This is literally what they did. They would walk into a switch, have Raven Johnson on either Emily Engstler or Meg Gustafson, dump the ball into them, and Raven Johnson's not going to give them anything easy. And with these referees, every time it's a foul. And suddenly then, it's like, okay, Raven's on 3 fouls. She can't foul anymore. Let's go at her. Let's start going at Raven. They targeted Raven Johnson. They targeted Raven on defense. How bad, schematically, do you have to be defensively as a coach for Raven Johnson, your best defender, to be the player that is targeted by the other team? How badly do you have to be schematically for another team to target your best defender? I watched that. There was a high-low where Raven Johnson was guarding Emily Engstler on the free throw line. This is not like a thing. They ran 3 screens. They ran a weak side screen where Meg Gustafson ran a pin down for, I think it was Sarah Ashley Barker to go to the corner. They switched it. They literally switched a weak side pin down. And suddenly, Emily Engstler's there on the free throw line with Raven Johnson guarding her, and Kelsey Mitchell's getting pinned by Meg Gustafson for an open layup. It is one of the most pathetic performances I think I have ever seen from a coach. And it's bad enough that I'm like, I always said I didn't like Stephanie White as a coach for Caitlin Clark. And I've been like that from about game 3 of last year. Game 2 of last year, after the Atlanta game when she took Caitlin off the ball. I've been like that extremely early. I have not loved Stephanie White as a coach for Caitlin. But I've said, based on the playoff run, based on everything, she's earned a season. She has earned a season to try and make it work. And I'm sorry. The Indiana Fever are going to be bad at basketball. You can be bad, but you have to be fun. You can be bad and fun. How is it that the Portland Fire, we are now in a situation where the Portland Fire are 6-4 and beat you in everything, in every way. And I'm sorry, if Stephanie White just wants to go and not play any structure, not care who has the ball, whoever's open shoots, all of this thing, let's run side to side on offense and let's just wing it on defense. Let's just try win an ugly game. Okay, cool, you trade Caitlin Clark. You can't win ugly with Caitlin Clark on your team. I'm sorry. I hate saying this, but there is absolutely a level of responsibility that comes with coaching the team that gets 3 times more viewers than any other team. You cannot play to win. You cannot tactically try to win ugly. You have to at least be. You can't be shit and be boring. You can't be both. You can be bad as long as you are a fucking box office. You can be mediocre. And by shit, I mean sub 500. What you can't be is sub 500 and puke ball. Because the scary thing is that you watch these games and there are fun teams in the WNBA. Unfortunately, the fun teams in the WNBA appear to be the ones playing against the Fever. They appear to be the ones that are like modern basketball, that play hard, that bought into versatility. The Indiana Fever bought into, okay, we're going to go and make this as old school as possible. We're going to make this as old school WNBA as humanly possible. And it's just not fucking working. And someone's got to go. Whether it's Kelsey Mitchell, whether it's Caitlin Clark, whether it's Stephanie White and the front office, because they're a package deal. We know that the coaching staff is in its entirety, the front office are all a package deal. You either fire everybody or you trade Caitlin. And it's at the stage now where if Aaliyah goes down injured, or you trade Kelsey Mitchell, you trade one or two. That backcourt does not work. It just does not work. And the way they're trying to rotate the two of them does not work. The Indiana Fever have to make a choice. You either, because Caitlin Clark still will attract the biggest trade package of any player in the WNBA. You have to make a choice. Do you put together a team to succeed with Stephanie White as a coach, or do you put together a team to succeed with Caitlin Clark as your main offensive player? You can't do both. You can't do both. You have to make a choice. And it's probably easier to do it in season than out of season. Because I'm sorry, if Caitlin Clark goes and continues to struggle like this, and the Indiana Fever continue to be bad, that trade package becomes worth less and less. And to be honest, as a fan of Caitlin Clark, I hope the Fever have to give her up for pennies on the dollar. I hope they have to give her up for pennies on the dollar, honestly. Because this is really bad. This is really, really, really bad. Yeah. Like, this was horrendous. And like, I am so pissed off with how the Fever played defense today. I am so pissed off. I'm so pissed off. And the Indiana Fever, if they continue to play defense, and by the way, I'm not pissed off at a single player for how they played defense today. I want that to be very clear. I am not pissed off at any player on this team for how they played defense today. It's not their fault. It's not Caitlin's fault she's being left on an island. It's not Raven's fault she's being asked to guard centers. It's not Kelsey Mitchell's fault she's being asked to guard centers. It's not Aaliyah's fault she's being asked to guard Carla Late. It's not Lexi's fault that people think she's a good defender. It's none of their faults. It is none of their faults. Can you imagine if the Golden State Warriors, like we all know Steph isn't a great defender. People are like, oh yeah, he's a serviceable team defender. Could you imagine if the Golden State Warriors decided that they were going to play a defensive system where we switch everything? We're going to switch everything. So therefore, if we're playing against the Memphis Grizzlies, and Zebo sets a screen on Mike Conley, Steph, your job is to guard Zebo. That's basically what Stephanie White's doing. And that's how Raven Johnson picked up 6 fouls. It's not Raven's fault she's being asked to guard centers. It is not Raven Johnson's fault that she is being asked to guard bigs. Because she is not, like, she's a handsy defender. Like, she is somebody that plays defense with her hands. And for better or for worse, she got away with it in college because you're allowed to be overly physical in college. But she absolutely plays defense with her hands. And it's one of those things anyway, with playing defense with your hands, that she's going to pick up fouls. Like, unfortunately, that's going to happen. It's not her fault she's guarding bigs. I've said this so many times. Caitlin, just like Paige, just like AZ's the best of the three of them, cannot guard in space. Caitlin's really good as a weak side player. She's very, very good as a weak side roaming defender. She gets a lot of steals, she gets weak side blocks. And she's also good if she is able to get someone in a close area. In tight spaces, she's a good defender. What she can't do is guard in space. She's not quick enough laterally to guard in space. And she's a bit handsy as well. So why the hell are the Indiana Fever letting a team walk into situations where Caitlin is automatically guarding in space? Where Caitlin is just automatically guarding in space. Because what's going to happen if Caitlin's guarding in space? She's either giving up a layup, especially on a Carla late, she's giving up a layup or a foul. It's as simple as that. And Steph White doesn't care. She doesn't care about running a system for her players. Not only that, do you know that in the first quarter, the Portland Fire took 11 more shots than the Fever? Why is that? People are like, oh, the Fever don't box out. It's not the Fever's fault. It's not the Fever's fault. The Fever have Kelsey Mitchell guarding Emily Ensler on rebounds. It's not their fault. Like, most possessions early in this game ended, I'm not joking, with Meg Gustafson and Emily Ensler being guarded by Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hull. Aaliyah Boston, a lot of possessions, was guarding Sarah Ashley Barker on the three-point line. There are so many defensive possessions where Aaliyah, Mo Billings, and Mai Shines Allen are guarding the three-point line while the interior defenders are 5'8". No shit. They're not getting rebounds. No shit. No shit. That is not the fault of any of the players. There are reasons you can fault the players, and congratulations to the San Antonio Spurs. Congratulations. Like, Wemby's the future go. Wemby's the future go. But, like, I hate this. I fucking hate this. Because if you look at a team that's undersized and active, why did the team not sign a single dog? Like, everyone talks about, oh, look at Sophie. Just because Sophie put someone in a fucking headlock doesn't mean she plays like that. Doesn't mean she's an Ensler. The Indiana Fever, from as far as we read from reports, had the opportunity to trade for Emily Ensler a year ago, and it would have cost them Dantas in a second. I'm not 100% sure of this, but as far as I'm aware, they turned down an Emily Ensler trade when she was not getting minutes for the Mystics. Could you imagine if this team had Ensler? This team has dogs. They've got players that are literally out here to fucking that are here to fight. The Indiana Fever paid $800K to a player because she hooped against Senegal and now she can't play. Shout out Maisha Hines-Allen. Nothing negative. And like KK Timpson, I like parts of what KK does. I don't think she had 11. I think they gave Van Sluten 2 of her points. And by the way, I thought Van Sluten looked pretty good. She's not on this box score for some reason. Like, why the... like, KK doesn't know where she is on the floor. She doesn't know where she is on the floor. Like, it's not her fault she's being put in situations. She doesn't know where she is on the floor. Like, the team's defense, and they've done it twice in a row. They've done it 2 times in a row. I mean that. They've done it twice in a row. Like, whatever about the Golden State game, I was furious about the Golden State game. I was furious. Furious about the Golden State game on defense. There's a difference between being annoyed at something and saying something is completely unacceptable. I'm annoyed when it happens once. When it happens twice, it's unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. And for people going at Caitlin Clark's defense, I'm not joking when I say this. Caitlin Clark was probably, on the day today, the best defender on the Fever. Caitlin Clark probably stopped more points on defense possessions than any other player on the Fever. She was probably the Fever's best defender today. The problem is that because of the Indiana Fever's inability to do anything on defense other than soft switch, they switched everything and soft switched everything. It was pathetic. Caitlin Clark had to guard a downhill drive on every single possession. She had to guard a downhill drive in every single possession. That's not her fault. That's not her strength. That's not her strength on defense. Like, it is again, it's like saying if if Stephen Curry was playing in 2015 playoffs, they soft switched and told Stephen Curry, go guard Zach Randolph. And then you're getting angry saying, oh, Caitlin or Steph Curry can't play defense because he's guarding Zach Randolph. Yeah, no shit. No shit. It's like in the 2016 or 2017 finals, if instead of like Iguodala and them fighting through screens, Caitlin, or they said, Steph, you'll just switch on to LeBron. LeBron's going to drop 60 on you, but so what? You're gonna go in an island. Are we going to send any help? No. Are we going to do anything? No. And when we are sending help, we're going to be so deliberate about it that we're going to send our center to charge at the ball and leave their matchup wide open for a layup. Like, This is one of those things where I am being completely honest. How the Indiana Fever expect to win a game? How do they expect to win a game with this defense? Like, Portland don't have that many good guards. I'm sorry, like, this is the only team that, the only team that I think the Fever could potentially beat with this style of play is, no, they couldn't beat Connecticut. Because Connecticut would just have Sanaya Rivers and Layla Lacan go downhill on Caitlin, pick up some fouls, and have Reagan Beers just dominate them on the inside. Like, it's one of those things as well. Like, where we're now in a situation where you go zone. It took you till 3.5 quarters. It took you 3 quarters to go zone. And then the second Caitlin checks back in the game on 4 fouls, you go out of zone and put Caitlin on Carla late. And I'm like, 1 possession in, she picks up a 5th foul. Like, is this sabotage? I don't know. I actually don't know. But, like, this defense is pathetic. This defense is absolutely pathetic. And I'm sorry, how the hell do you have a team where you've got 3 of the best 10 players and they all look shit? Back-to-back games, they have all looked shit. They have all looked bad. They have all looked absolutely terrible. Like, at this stage, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. You can't. You actually can't. There's no explanation for this. There's actually no explanation. Like, you can switch everything if you have Leo Phoebish, Veronica Burton, Gabby Williams, Stewie, and fucking Aaliyah or Aja. You can switch everything. If Chelsea Gray's your point guard, you can switch. You can't switch when you employ Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Sophie Cunningham, and apparently Raven Johnson can't guard anyone either. None of them can guard anybody. None of them can. Why are you switching and letting isolation plays happen? Can you not force baseline? Can you not force middle? They don't force anything. It's literally like, you know where you guard and pickup. They play pickup defense where it's like, okay, what's your goal on defense? Stop them. Should I force them left? Should we force them right? Should we give them jump shots? Should we give them the drive? Stop them. That's all. That has to be the tactic. It's just stop them. Stop them. Because that's the only logic. Because everybody gets played straight up as well. There's no forcing baseline and seeing how we rotate. There's no forcing middle and sending them into help. There's no, okay, we're going to back off these players. We're not going to back off these other players. It is literally, we are going to let them go downhill to their right every single time because we are playing them straight up and we are not quick enough to beat them to a spot if they go downhill on their strong hand. Like, I don't get it. Like, how is she still in a job? How is she still in a job? And yeah, I'm not happy. I am not happy. Shout out to Angel Reese for getting the fuck out of Chicago. Shout out to Angel Reese for getting out of Chicago. But like, I need to talk about this as well. Like, this is not the first time where Stephanie White has pulled Caitlin Clark out of a game early on when she's cooking. It's not the first time. Like, Caitlin Clark cooked early in this game. And we've got to talk about it. We've actually got to talk about it because I have never seen a single game where like, they now have this thing where if you look at the rotations the last couple of games, Caitlin coming off after 3 minutes is their rotation. That is their rotation. Caitlin coming off after 3 minutes. Every time. Caitlin coming off after 3 minutes. That's what they do. That's what they do. Aaliyah coming off after 3 minutes. And I get it. You're trying to, you're trying to limit Aaliyah Boston's minutes. But I'm sorry. As somebody who has suffered with knee injuries, playing for 3 minutes, sitting for 6 minutes, and then going all out is bad for that. It is not good for Caitlin's injuries to play 3 minutes and sit her ass down and then try to come back on the floor 2 minutes later. They're trying to stagger rotations so that Caitlin and Kelsey aren't off at the same time. Well, Caitlin Clark's minutes have started with a 2 most games. Caitlin Clark's minutes start with a 2. Why not play both of them? How about, here's a crazy story. How about you play both of them 6 minutes to start the game, and then whichever of Caitlin and Aaliyah is playing bad, or Caitlin or Kelsey is playing worse, you then take off after 6 minutes. And then after 8 minutes, you bring on the other one. So it's a 2 minute rest, just a small one. And then to start the second quarter, you start the one who just got subbed on, and you leave them off for 2 minutes. You then play for another 2 minutes, and then for the last 4 minutes, or you rotate for another 2 minutes, and for the last 4 minutes they play together. You've given them what? You've given them about 6 minutes rest in the first. You've given them about 5 minutes rest in the first half. You are playing them on average 30 minutes. You've given them 5 minutes first half rest, and you haven't pulled anybody after 3 minutes, and you haven't pulled 3 starters. By the way, that is the Steph White rotation. This is not a. Caitlin Clark was like Steph White did it today. This is genuinely the Steph White rotation. Is that after 3 minutes, she is going to pull 3 starters. I've never seen anything like it before. I have never seen anything like it. It is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Could you imagine? Even in the regular season, if, like, we all know with the rotations, I think Luka is in JJ Redick's rotations. I think Luka plays all the first quarter, and then he subs off for 4 minutes in the second quarter, or just to start the second quarter. And I think he plays is like 4 minutes off, 6 minutes on, and 2 minutes off to end the second quarter, something like that for Luka. But like Caitlin Clark's rotation gets pulled after 3 minutes, and Caitlin Clark is a notoriously fast starter. She is a rhythm player who is a notoriously fast starter. And on more than one occasion, she has started super hot, and been pulled. And then when she gets pulled, the Indiana Fever lose a big lead, and she comes back on, and they're nearly down double digits with no momentum. This one's on Stephanie White. Like, this is not the first time this has happened. This is maybe the Washington game where she gets subbed off. She subbed on. Or she still has 6 minutes. She gets subbed off, after 5 minutes of the game? And she gets subbed off for 6 straight minutes after that? This is not the first time the Fever have been completely in control of a game and have decided we are going to sub off Caitlin for a decent chunk of time for no reason. I don't think Steph White understands anything about Caitlin Clark as a player. I don't think Caitlin Clark scores in bunches. I've never seen a player assist in bunches, but she does. I have never seen anyone like Caitlin Clark. She is an indescribable player. Everything, when you are coaching, for better or for worse, there's going to be a lot of bad with Caitlin, but there's going to be so much more good if you let her be her. For better or for worse, everything you've learned about coaching, you throw it out the window. Lisa Bluder literally 180'd on everything she knew because she had Caitlin Clark. It took her 2 years. To eventually figure out the best way of doing it. But it's not an easy thing to do. It's a long-term thing, trying to figure out if you have Caitlin Clark. But I'm sorry, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Subbing them off to 3 minutes when you have a rhythm player. Would I trade AT and Bonner for Caitlin Clark? I know Steph White would. This is a situation where you have to understand what your player is. And if Caitlin Clark's not healthy enough and she has to sub off to 3 minutes, she shouldn't be playing. If Caitlin Clark needs to be subbed after 3 minutes, she should not be playing. Could you imagine the Sparks doing this? Could you imagine Paige? Could you imagine if Paige Bueckers had 3 assists and a bucket after 2.5 minutes and her team was up 8 and she got subbed out? And by the time she came back on, they're down 7 points. They go on a 15-2 run when she's off the floor. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Like, could you imagine if they did that? And this is more than once now. They've played 8 games. Caitlin's played 7. In 3 of 7 games, they've subbed her off within 4 minutes. In 2 of them, it has led to the Fever being completely in control of games to being down. They they were up 13 when Caitlin went off against Washington after 5 minutes. They were tied when she came back in. I have never seen in my life a coach do this twice. They've played 7 games. 7 games they've played. They've done it twice. She's done it twice. If Caitlin's too injured that she has to get subbed off after 3 minutes and she has to be subbed, and by the way, there is no muscle injury that benefits from long periods of sitting in the bench. There is not. If she's going out for treatment, cool. There is no such thing as a muscle injury that benefits from sitting on a bench with your hands in your head for 5 minutes. That's not a thing. That is not a thing. There's no muscle injury that you can play on that gets better by getting cold. That is not a thing. Like, it's at the stage where I'm like, I genuinely think, take a random person from the crowd, the drunker the better, and tell them to go coach. They might be blackout. Get someone to get blackout drunk and pass out on the bench. Fuck it. Get Giddy on. Unban him from WNBA games. Get Giddy on to coach by sleeping on the bench like he did at that one game, and the Fever would have probably have a better chance of winning. I mean that. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm gone. Fuck this shit. Stephanie White, if there's not at least conversation about